Hi everyone, welcome to This is SDK demo. Today I'm going to walk you through how Tencent Cloud Contact Center seamlessly integrates into a real CRM system. We'll cover inbound codes, outbound codes, real-time event logging, and the full agent workspace, all powered by a single Lightwise SDK. So let's get started. As you can see, the TCCC SDK highlights the core principle: lightweight, flexible, and fully customizable. So let's start. So the mini car bar appear rather tall. With an incoming call, the event log section is highlighted on the CRM page. Right away, we receive an inbound call. Notice the mini COBA at the top. This is TCCC SDK rendering the incoming call notification. Now, let me draw your attention to something really important. On the CRM page, the event log panel on the left side understood the HOOD, the TCCC SDK file and event driver architecture. Every single SDK action, whether it's an income call, or a standard or a transfer, or a hand-up, produce a structured session event. The CRM subscribe to this event through the global TCCC object using listener like cc.own like this. And in this demo, you can already see two sample events in the log. The first one is a CTA change. The event fire whenever the agent sees a change. The payload is a simple JSON object with a single JSON file. In this case, set to free, meaning the agent is idle and ready to receive calls. In a production CRM, you'll use this event to update your agent status indicator, availability across system, or fit into workflow management dashboard. The second one of these session ended. From the previous code, there is one of the most data-rich event in the TCCC SDK. Let me walk through its that structure. The session ID is a unique identifier that ties together the entire life cycle of a call from rating to handoff to CDR, and the close by field tell you who and the score. In this case, it's mean the agent hand up, and the hang up time call knock 0 max to agent call cancelled. And the key at the control board here is that the add event log function in your CRM should do three things. First, write the event to the customer activity as usury in CRM database. And second, and render it is in real time on event log panel for the agent to see. And third one is optional, post it to your backend API for persistent storage analysis. So let me answer the call. So you can see that here's the stator user prompt is playing, and now it's connected. And behind the scenes, the SKK fires a user access event with a session ID and tab UID, identified here the browser tab. UTM should listen for this event to start the record time, update the mini bug to connect its data. You can see it right here, and begin any call recording indicator. After the call end, the CDR data, including the call duration, recording URLs, and certification ratings, will automatically be posted to your backend through TCCC's web port testing. And all this data is linked in by the same session ID you see in the event log. And wait, and you can click the button right here, and here's where event-driven architecture really shines. And when the SDK fires the coding event, the payload includes a COLA phone number. UCI may integrate this event and run a customer lookup, matching the phone number against your database. If a match is found, and it's triggered a string screen pop, pulling up the customer's full profile like this one, and including the name and phone and text, account history, and previous interactions. And this is the call integration pattern. And extract the call phone number, query your CRM backend, and render the customer card. The entire new card and screen pop happened in under 200 milliseconds. And because the UI is completely yours to customize, you can display whatever customer data matter book most to your agents. And you can see the free trial any button. So let me show you the mini call bar controls. During an edit call, agent can have a 6-call operation to each one map directly to a TCCC SDK API call that generate a traceback event. So you can see that the mute one, the hold one, also the transfer wrong. And this give a 2 option. Blind transfer, which hands off the call immediately, and a pen transfer, which let an agent introduce the caller first, and both call TC the call transfer with either skill group ID or Salesforce user ID. And also the consult one, consult the agent and input the current caller on hold, while the agent dials a second party for the consultant and a consult start event fire. For example, I call James Smith, and also you can see that as just Smith has on the call right now. And we can hand up this one. And also we have the input one and also the internumber part. So let's just hand the call, and you can see after the co-end, the SDK fire the session IND event, and we enter the articles phase. And this is where the event architecture come full circle. The session ending event carries a complete code summary, the session ID for correction, so far indicating who hang up and the hang up type code, phone numbers for both parties, and the data using actual capture all this into customer activity. And at this point, Batcan will also services saying CCDR data from TCC's wrapper, including the final coordination and so on. And let me call heat the battle survey to return the idle status. And this triggers the status change event, setting the agent back to free. Yeah. And also you can see that the flow bottom right here, and it appears in the bottom right corner. So now notice the TCSD card wait, and it's fully draggable, and you can see it right there. And the visibility of this strategy is countrywide SDKs, UR APR, and you can see right here, and here's the TCCC SDK panel, and at the top, the agent status control. You can see right here the agent status, and you can have the history and also the external section and internal section for your company. So let's clear the memo button. Let's go to whole CRM and outbound part. So here's one of the most powerful CRM integration feature, click to call. So you'll see the call button on the customer profile, right? So under the hook, clicking the bottom calls TCC, call the start out call, the variable with the customer phone number from the CRM record. This SDK also accept off-air parameters like form depth for code displayed name. And let me click it, and you will have the phone call right now. So the same full feature like in the mini Kumbut, it's available for Outback Cove, Meal Tool, and so on. So, and here we have complete the TCCC SDK integration demo. So let's recap the event driver at the catcher we have seen in action today. So first, inbound call handling. The calling event trigger a screen pop with automate caller ID look up against USUM and database. Second, the real-time event lock. Every SCK action from see the change into see session ending to call mute. Generate a shutter session event that use Cyan and Caster display and present. The third one is full in code control. And this button you can click to CRM API and produce traceable events. And the first one is the session lifecycle. The session ID is the golden thread that connects every front-end event to back-end CDR and recording this data through TDAC reports. This one is the agent status management. The data chain keeps you CRM, workflows management, and routine system in sync. And session 1 is a complete agent work space with session management, dial pad, history and sessions, all accessible through SAK API. And seventh is the CRM and click to call via TCC, available for one key outbound for any customer request. And the TSD SDK is alive well, lightweight, and a single script task, no heavy dependency, and is event-driven, and every action produces structured data your system can consume, and it's fully customized. And all UI is optional. You build what fits your CRM best. It seems like it embedded into any system, whether it's a CRM, helpdesk, or customer application, which reach even a custom UI and deep business integration. So if you'd like to learn more about integrating DSSC into your system, you can check out our SDK document and best practice guide, which cover the complete integration architecture, all API reference, and the cultural security best practice and performance optimization tips. And so thanks you for watching and happy building.